All right, so today let's look into how this can help our business generate some quality leads. Real quick, looking on the left here, some of your settings. Here's your business profile, and when you input your information here, this is going to tell XnGen AI how to look for other quality leads based on your business profile. Right here, you can integrate XnGen with High Level, with Keep, and with Zapier so that you can create webhooks and transferring the leads that you generate straight to your CRM platform. Over here, although XnGen does have AI capability, you can integrate your ChatGPT here. You can also create custom webhooks here so that when you obtain certain leads, again, they can get pushed directly to an Excel sheet, to your CRM, etc. AI tools right here. This is where you're going to start generating like certain client profiles based on the information that you've input in your business profile. It'll let you know these are the target businesses you should be going after, whether they are large scale, $5 million trying to scale to 10 million, or simply small, medium, and startups, which is more of the profile here. That way it knows what type of client base to look for your business. So let's get into what most people are using this for, which is for lead gen. And so right here, I'm going to show saved lists first, because what this helps you see is that we had a client that was a dentist, and all these 6 and 7 right here, this was basically looking for dentists throughout United States, Seattle, the Bay Area, New Jersey, Florida, etc. And we were able to grab these and generate multiple leads. Like you can see right here, we have 242. Over here, we had 99. And we were aggregating this knowledge base for the client. Over here, we had a masseuse in Southern California who was targeting retirement homes, mental health, etc., to provide services there. And then we had another client who was looking to target high school graduates. We were able to generate 10 high schools in this county. And then for a separate client, we were targeting law firms only, which is what we did here. All right, so let's talk about how we can find a search of certain people in the XnGen. So right here, when you go under lead search, under new search, you're going to have the option to look at domain based on a website you might have, a company that you want to look for in particular. Let's just say McDonald's. You wanted to find out who the top CEOs, CFOs, etc. are. You could do that. People search, you're going to go for certain industries, and influencer. You can look at certain influencers to see who they're targeting, what hashtags they use, and who's following them. So for this example, let's look at Director of Finance, and we will keep it at 10, and we will look at, let's say, Newport Beach, California. And what we're going to focus on is the Director of Finance for a certain type of industry. So let's go over here. Job title, we've already done that, so let's just leave that blank. And for the industry, let's just say architectural industry or architecture. This is perfectly fine right there. Let's see what happens if we do architecture. No other option. So we'll just leave it at that. That's fine. We can look at departments, certain things like that, management level, but I think this pretty much covers what we're looking for. And all that, we'll leave it blank. So let's go here, and now it's going to generate 10 options. And here we go with this. We can select these and add them to a list, which means let's put them and group them somewhere where we can look at this information. These are all the architectural firms that it's found. Let's add it to a list. It's saying that 10 records were found. It could take up to 30 credits, and it would be taking it off of these available credits that I have. I'm going to hit confirm, and we can put these in one of the existing lists we have, or we can create a new one. Let's just say, and we'll call it finance. This is a people search, so let's save. And now they've been put into that list. You can go over here to this list, and it will have it here in this location, which we just created. And you can always rename it if you would like. But what it's going to start doing is it's going to start enriching this data by showing what social media information they have, their website, phone number. So we'll give it a few minutes because it's just pulling this information in right now. We can see that this person's on these social media accounts, etc. And for the business, they're located here on the LinkedIn. And you can also simplify this or filter it by adding in the previous page that we were on that you want to find their Instagram accounts and so on. And so now that we refresh this, we can see that some of this information has been aggregated. It's showing that the email search is complete. Now you have direct contact with these people. You have their link, which shows some information. Anything you pull up as far as education, it pulls that up as well. And you could grab any of these contexts, so let's just say these, and you could add a tag to it, but you want to set this label prior. You could generate something as far as an outreach, a DM, a subject line. You could send this to your CRM system, and if it's already integrated right here under your CRM, you could send it to 𝗀𝗄𝗏, you can send it to Zapier. You can also export this and any other selected contacts to a CSV sheet, or you could delete them. This also provides information to their website. So if we click here, we see their website comes up. Going back to here, we can also see their LinkedIn profile for the business and LinkedIn profile for the person. So here you can generate a subject line for this person for outreach based on the AI assistant, which is located here, and it's based off the information you put in your business profile. So if you say that you are a marketing agency, you focus on construction companies, it'll help create a subject line or some outreach or even DMs to help introduce yourself to this business. So here's an example right here. If we want an intro, it'll come up with, it's saying that it's going to consume 1 credit to come up with this. We hit confirm. It creates this opening here based on the person, their business, and the services that you can provide. You can also regenerate this if you want to customize it more or use other variations. If you'd like to see more examples, check the link in bio to get started today.